Hello and welcome to this showcase of buildings and room layouts by the community who play Clanfolk. Some kind players have volunteered photos of their clan buildings for us to have a look at, including bedrooms, kitchens, workshops and more. Some of mine are in here too. Everyone will be credited and I have the full list of contributors in the description. We'll start with what I think is the cutest of the lot, our only toilet submission. As you can see, there's more in this photo than just the bathroom, so take a little time to scan it all, but then focus on the middle, the most adorable pooping place surrounded by berry bushes secluded inside a clan building. I love the creativity of this. Who would have thought to make this kind of toilet? So thank you to Finja-chan on Steam for this cute photo. Next we have some bedrooms and bathrooms made by Blonde Potato on Steam. In this first photo you'll notice two different bedroom options. Family rooms on the left with baby baskets and private bathrooms, and in the middle some shared bedrooms for adults or juveniles. There's also a shared area with heating, clothing storage and more baby baskets. Note the vents sharing the heat made by the peat stoves to all the bedrooms. And on the bottom right you'll see a big shared bathroom with individual toilet and bathtub rooms, a water dipper and its own peat stove. This is a very efficient setup and would house quite a few clanfolk comfortably. But you'll see in this next photo that Blonde Potato is well on the way to creating even more options for their clans. Though it's not finished, the bare bones show an even neater design with more space for individual clan members and storage for the peat bricks, which will make it even more efficient. Now we have some truly beautiful setups by Witcher252 on Reddit. I hope you can see this clearly enough because it's truly lovely. There's multiple bedrooms here, some for couples and some for multiple individuals, with most having little private bathrooms attached. Everything is adorned with rugs, hides and herbs and is all centred around a common hallway with the heating and space for the hounds. Next, in this photo of one of my own clans, you'll see a similar setup. I was certainly inspired by Witcher252. I have 3 identical couple rooms, each with a wardrobe, baby basket, water dipper, bathtub and decorations. Each couple also has their own private toilet. I lock the toilets, bathtubs, beds and water dipper to each couple so they are not using each other's. The hallway has heating and storage for water jugs. In that clan I also had shared barracks. On the left is the barracks for juveniles and unwed adults including workers. On the right is the inn. Each building has 2 toilets and a bathtub, heating and water dipper. Remember that clanfolk get embarrassed when pooping in front of each other, but they don't mind bathing in public at all. So bathtubs can be in public spaces. It is of course still nice sometimes to have separate bathrooms for aesthetics. Now let's look at some bedrooms in shared farmhouses. This first image is by Grundle95 on Reddit. I know it's a little obscured, but you should be able to make out that this farmhouse is shared by 2 couples. Each couple having their own bedroom but sharing a bathroom and a separate toilet. I'm sure when this building is finished being built it will be lovely and cosy. Here is another example of a separate cottage. This is from Momentary on Steam. There are 4 clanfolk sharing this space, 1 couple and 2 single beds which could be for the couple's growing children. There are 2 bathrooms and separate toilets this time and the shared space is quite large. There is room here to cook for these members of the clan, plus storage, decoration and space for pets. So this building is perfect for a family and I imagine the aim is for each family to have a similar abode. This photo by St. Graz on Steam is another example of separate cottages for families. You'll see there is a couple bedroom in each of these buildings, plus single beds likely for children. There is a separate toilet in each, and the bathtub is in the public space. One of these buildings even has space to do a bit of work, where the spinning wheel is, and flutes to enjoy playing. I especially like the little fireplace sections with the stone flooring. Another photo by St. Graz is of the chief's house and attached warhound pen. This is a beautiful, well thought out setup. The chief's bedroom has a little alcove for the decorative table, there's a little corner in the main area for the bathtub, and there are serving tables set out for eating. There's even a rug in the toilet which is a nice touch. Outside you'll see the well courtyard which I love, and a cute garden bed of heather. As for the hall for the hounds, I can only say that there must be a whole lot of hounds in this clan. Finally, in bedrooms, we have this zoomed out shot of Hobbit homes by Sakasiru on Steam. Yes, they are round, even the crop fields. Looking closely at this image, you'll see these homes seem to be also centred around the family idea, with a couple bedroom and a bedroom for individuals in each building. There's also a separate toilet and space in each shared area for heating, cooking, bathing and storage. If you look even closer, you'll see that each home specialises in a certain task. On the top left, that building is connected to a large crop field with seed shelves inside and fertiliser. The middle top building appears to be for cooking, with a storage space for food and water and more specialised cooking appliances in the main area. At middle left, this building seems to be similar but focused on bread making. And the building at the bottom has another crop field, this time for oats, and there is grain storage and a thresher inside. Really interesting setup, and it looks lovely too. Next, we can look at some freezers and kitchens. The thing to remember about freezers is that to keep them cold you need 1 pallet of 6 frozen ice jugs per 9 tiles of space in the freezer. You need to freeze the ice jugs in winter and then keep them in the freezer for the rest of the year and the room will stay cold. Here we have a freezer by Witcher252 on Reddit. It's a big one as you can see, and it looks like they've organised the shelves really well too, with one just full of berries and another full of meat. Plenty of ice jugs to keep it cool and even some decorative furs. And a nice reminder to put rat traps in so the rats don't eat all your precious food stocks. Next we have this freezer and kitchen by St. Grad's on Steam. On the left you'll see the large freezer where they've done something clever and marked the ice jug pallets forbidden, which you can tell by the little red symbols on them. This way the Clanfolk won't take the jugs to use elsewhere and they'll stay keeping the freezer cool. On the right is a good sized kitchen with all the kitchen appliances plus heating and some lovely rugs. Another freezer is shown here on the left by Momentary on Steam. This freezer is interesting because they've gone to the effort of actually walling off the ice jug pallets to prevent Clanfolk from accessing them. The vent in the wall ensures the cold air from the ice jug still gets into the freezer. This looks a lot prettier than the red forbidden signs. Then we have this large and beautiful kitchen and freezer setup by Sakasiru on Steam. You'll notice there's 2 huge freezers in this shot, with one seemingly for food and the other just full of oat flour. They've made separate rooms for the ice jugs, but instead of walling them off completely, they have a door marked with the forbidden symbol. In the middle is a nicely laid out kitchen with the alternating flooring making it look quite pretty. Finally, let's have a quick look at one of my kitchens. The freezer is nothing special, but I'm proud of how the kitchen turned out. It's divided into 5 areas for different purposes, which is marked by the different flooring, and I added little rugs too. Now let's look at a few workshops. In this first photo by St. Graz on Steam, you'll see at the top that one way to organise your crafting machines is into little cottages according to which Clanfolk are assigned to use them, with attached living quarters. Another way to organise them is into separate big rooms according to the type of work being done. In this photo by Blonde Potato on Steam, you'll see what looks like the blacksmith on the left and a mixture of masonry and blacksmith on the right. In this second photo by Blonde Potato, you'll see the huge top room is mainly a combined tailor and tannery. Finally, here is a photo of my big workshop, with each room housing a separate type of crafting machine. In the top left is the blacksmith, then below that is the tannery. The bottom left is a storage room and the bottom right is the masonry. Above that is the carpenter and the top right is the tailor. I tried to use flooring to make some nice patterns, though I'm unsure of the outcome. Let's look at a few barns now for farm animals. You could have a very well organised barn like this lovely one by Momentary on Steam, with the beds and food and storage and heating all laid out neatly. Or you could have a less organised but still quite functional barn like this one in the middle by St. Graz on Steam. Note that there's a huge grass field next to it for the animals to graze. And I like this final barn by Witcher252 on Reddit, because they've thought to even put the straw storage and thresher in the barn so Clanfolk can quickly repair animal beds and convert sheaves to grain. Before we look at our final category of overall photos, let's have a peek at some tombs that were enabled after the latest update. This is my small tomb with a wake room at the bottom and the tombs at the top. I decorated the wake room and included storage for herbs so Clanfolk can quickly lay flowers on the wake tables. This is a much bigger tomb by Momentary on Steam. You'll see there's many more tombs here ready to be filled, and the middle area is decorated for the wake bed. And this third image by St. Graz on Steam is their attempt at a stone circle, which I'm sure will make a lovely and unique tomb. Finally, here are some lovely images of huge overall settlements by various community players. I won't speak during these because there's simply too much in them to describe, but please enjoy having a look. I have kept the biggest one for last. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing.